The Bible can feel like a big puzzle. There are verses, chapters, books, a dizzying array of names, places, and seemingly separate stories. When all of the pieces are scattered about, they can be quite confusing. But you don't have to know everything about the Bible in order to start reading. We can read through parts of the Bible and allow our understanding to grow naturally over time, as we slowly see how the puzzle pieces fit together. There are 2 books of the Bible that help pull together the many different pieces and give us the big picture story of the Bible: Daniel and Revelation. Daniel, a story about a Hebrew slave turned royal advisor to a foreign king, is a helpful transition piece in God's overall story. It sets up the future of Israel, the arrival of Jesus, and the events of world history. Revelation, on the other hand, can just confuse and frustrate people because of its many symbols and strange language. What people don't often realize is that Revelation picks up on themes from the book of Daniel and has over 500 references to other stories in the Hebrew Old Testament. Revelation makes the most sense if you read it as the conclusion of the Bible, wrapping up the loose ends and bringing every storyline to a close. While some people like to jump right into Revelation and start interpreting it on their own, you will find it easier to understand and more enjoyable if you read it after you have read a lot of the rest of the Bible. Take, for example, the famous beast from Revelation 13, the one whose number is 666. People seem to dedicate endless time to studying this detail and trying to identify the beast in the real world, without actually learning the lesson that Jesus and John are trying to teach us. The beast described in Revelation 13 and 17, for example, is actually made from parts of other beasts in Daniel 7 and 8. We learn in the book of Daniel that these beasts represent political powers that attempt to rule the world, great empires like Rome, Greece, Persia, and Babylon, and that this final beast is like a mixture of them all. When we put Daniel and Revelation together, we begin to understand that the word Babylon can also refer to all human systems that oppose God and his values. So this takes us right back to Genesis 11, the first time we hear about Babylon in the Bible, in a story about people building a giant tower to heaven as an act of rebellion against God. God puts a stop to the rebellion, and then calls a chosen man, Abraham, to lead a people that pursue God's goodness and resist evil. All the pieces fit together to teach us a lesson. The beast is an ancient problem that comes about when people try to take the place of God, but God won't let evil win, and uses people to bring out goodness in the world. The pieces fit together, but the Bible doesn't need to be a puzzle for you. Learn to walk through the story one page at a time, and the Bible will begin to explain itself.